I'm back. Yes, I am back. Today is Saturday, so I'm waiting for this thing to launch. It's taking a little slower today. I don't know why. Let's see what it's doing. Let's go on slow. So give me a second. Computer is slow. It's going slow. It really just okay. My computer is doing some weird stuff right now. So let me do that. Well, everybody who was watching, I'm not in the chat yet because my computer's doing some weird stuff on this end. So give me a second. Some technical difficulties. I'm like, what happened? Okay. And there's that. Okay. It is still JLJ this morning. It's still morning here in LA. It's 11:10 a.m. So it's still morning here. Let's see who joins me today. Okay, let's see. Now my computer's now it's acting right again. It's like we're at the mercy of our technology. We really are at the mercy of our technology. At the mercy of our technology. Coach, my niece said she loved you. So, Coach Sandra, she said she loved you. I heard that today. It's her dad's birthday, my brother in law's birthday. So I was with him this morning. Hello, Leopardus. Hello, Matt. Hello, Tasha. Um, but I was like, oh yeah, my niece. I'm glad it passed to somebody. So I was like, yes, she could use you, of course. So that was good. Jacarius. I have not been that great, to tell you the truth, Jacarius. So I'm going to explain something that happened yesterday. I think I need to explain something. I left abruptly because I was upset, and I want to actually talk about that a little bit with you guys. I always talk with you guys about everything, so I'm going to talk about stuff. Um, Trying to raise $270 today, so we'll see what happens. I want to thank Jason Jose who gave $20 after the show. So I raised 30 yesterday. So thank you so much to him. Thank you so much. Uh, so I'm trying to raise 270 today. So we'll see what happens. You put my package somewhere. Oh, good. Okay, I guess. Well, I'll get a chance. I'll send you some money when I get a chance. That's the next thing. I know it's the painting. I know what it is. I'm very excited. I can't wait to get it. And have a good time. So, um, it's raining here in Los Angeles. So yeah, yesterday I plan on staying on longer. But then I got upset. I got some work news and it made me upset. And so I had to go and like just walk it off. And I went in my garden and cried it out, yelled it out, did all that to let it go. But it's so folks, it's how can I touch you guys about this? So it is I'm not gonna say names because that just will cause a lot of whatever. But I just want you to know that I work very hard. I've been working very hard for the last 17 years in this business. 17 years. I've been in this business. Almost 10, I've been in this part of the business. And I feel like my product is just as good as anybody else's. Now, I don't do just soaps. I don't do just daytime. I'm one of those folks who does a lot of stuff. So I just want to tell you that outside of daytime, the PR people and other areas treat me like a regular person. They seem to value my work. Oh, bye to Carrie. Have a good day. They seem to value my work. They seem to see value in my work. And I get all kinds of guests, wonderful guests. And I have some that I signed up for next week that are really good. Um, and but daytime, different story. And I've been, I was with AfterBuzz TV, and I'm solo. I've interviewed some of the biggest stars in daytime stuff, and I'm every judge, every voter. But I moved up the ranks. I mean, like I did my job. Like I moved up the ranks. I was slowly but surely build stuff, and I still sometimes feel that I'm not looked at as the same caliber as other people. And sometimes there are people who have been out less than I have in terms of hosting, not saying in the business, but just in terms of starting shows and hosting, that are getting preferential treatment over me in certain things. I feel, which is not their fault because they're out there being who they are and doing their thing. It's whoever's booking people that does this, and the View, and the debacle that happened with the Emmys this year with me. Because you can watch those shows and let's kind of talk about that. It's making me a little disillusioned with daytime again. And yesterday I was ready to quit everything. Say fuck daytime, fuck all this stuff. What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Why am I working so hard? Like, what the fuck? I calmed down, and I said I walked it off, went in the garden, I got some good food, took a little nap. So that's why I left so abruptly yesterday, because I'm finding out people are getting interviews that I'm not getting, and somehow it's just justified. I don't know why they're getting them over me. Especially when I put the work in. I've put the work, the time, the attention into this, and I love daytime. As you guys know, I love this business. I respect all the people in it. We have a good time. I'm basically a positive person in this business and want to see it flourish. And I like to, whatever. It's just really tough. And every actor, writer, producer I meet, they like me. We get along great. And it's just, I'm not going to say certain things because I'm not ready to do all that yet. But I'm just telling you, it just feels very specific to me. So I don't. So I'm just. So I was really upset, and I know this means in the long run, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to keep doing stuff and being treated the same way over it. That's just insanity. So we'll see. But I'm like, it's better to gravitate to. But I know I have a large soap audience who enjoys my work and who likes my work. They show up, they like my work, they love it. Tomorrow there won't be a YNR show tomorrow. I have some stuff. There's some stuff I got to take care of, but we will be on for Bold and GH. I didn't want to cancel the whole day. So just sorry, YNR fans. We'll be back the following week, but this week there'll be no YNR. But there will be Bold and GH tomorrow, starting at 11 Pacific Standard Time. I almost just said fuck the whole block. I almost went there, but I was like, no. Again, it's you guys. It's you guys who I do this for. But you have to understand, sometimes there's great cost for me for doing these things. And when you're like, how come we can't get so and so? Why aren't you have so and so? Why aren't you? It's out of my hands. And trust me, it's not me. I would like to have this or that, this person, that person, this person, that person. But like outside of this business, when I'm in other, nighttime, primetime streaming, whatever, I happen to get who I want a lot of times. And it's like not a big runaround. It's like, okay, what outlet are you? What's this? And it's done. So it's very frustrating. And again, the other outlets or persons who get things over me, not their fault. They're just doing their job and they're getting the treatment. People like myself, Tony Moore is another person who goes through some stuff sometimes. We have to kind of just smile, take it, try to keep walking through it, just like life, right? Being a gay black man in America and everything, it's just to say I go through it all the time. It's like just like life, but also in my field. Um, I have some of that, I had some of that in my other life, my organizing field, but it's getting better. I am being recognized as a leader in that industry. And I've been around that industry 15 years. So, and they're seeing that I have value. So, and and that's why I always praise my people in the business all the time who do support my career. And I always tell them if they come on to my shows, if they've done something for me personally or professionally, I make sure I mention it on the show because I want to make sure they know that I do appreciate it. Opportunity is just chance. Somebody seeing you and like really seeing you and going, I'm gonna give them a chance. Or I believe in their talent. And people like Sean Kanan and Michelle Stafford and Patricia Darbo and a lot of my daytime friends, Kathleen Gotti, all of them, they see Carolyn Hennessy, all of them, they see my worth. And they know that and they want to help me along because they know that I'll help them along as they help me along. It's all a scratch my back, scratch your back thing here. Um, if I have a direct audience for you for something, why not come on my show? We talk directly to your audience. I have one of your audiences. You know, that's very important. Um, it's hard when some people don't seem to care or seem to want to understand. I mean, when I have a show that's called the Young and the Restless After Show or Mini Spotlight, the name is in the title because I have your audience right there. And I've done the whole thing, look at numbers and stuff, and like the numbers aren't as better as mine or not that good, you know, they're the same as mine, or whatever. And that's so I know that's can't be it either. Because I understand there's some outlets, obviously, television network comes first. I mean, that's just I totally get that. But you know, with streaming and online, I'm somewhere in between. I'm in between network, and I'm not a blog. I'm somewhere in between. I offer video and I offer audio, and you hear things from the horses from their mouths. You hear stuff from them. Like it's directly them talking to you. So it's just it was really it really got to me yesterday. It was really frustrating. Plus, there was also a week I couldn't go see my grandson for his birthday. And also, it was like and I didn't, even though I had jury duty watching, I didn't go in, thank God. But then it felt like after all that, it was such a waste. I could have been in Sacramento with my grandchildren and family if I had known I wasn't going to go in at all. Even though I'm glad I didn't have to go in. I mean, I'm like very clear. My jury service is over. But it was like, so I think a lot of things came to a head yesterday for me. And I was just like, yeah, I would get off. And I got off and like I said, I kind of just walked it off a little bit. That happens for trainers. But I just want you guys to know that I do work hard for you guys. I do try to get as much content for you guys out there and get the interviews you want and the stuff you want. And I succeed, I would say 50% of the time. So I mean I hope to, I mean just there's more. And so I'm excited with my renewed GHPR connection. So I'm hoping this becomes another fruitful exchange. It was that for years when Barbara Patterson Roy was the PR person there. It was amazing. We had the best relationship. And that's what I like working with PR people. I have no problem working with them and saying, well, who do you want to send and who's good? And I like to come up with ideas with them and say, okay, this is coming up. Let's do this. Because good PR people are like good for that. They're like, how can we promote our talent the best way? And if they see them, and I'm very versatile. I can do whatever. Then we can work together and come up with something. And I love that with some of these. They're like, hey, James, well, this is coming, especially the ones with no storyline. You can say, well, James, off the record, this is coming up. Maybe we should have them at them. Like, I love it. That's not only too. A lot of times, I mean, I have the spotlights where you're just talking to people, but sometimes it's good to have a guest on when their storyline's hot. It's always it's the best part because everyone's focused on them. So you want to get them on there. So that's something too. So anyway, so that's my little explanation why the other day I just kind of said, fuck it, I'm done. I gotta get off the internet. Because I was like, I'm gonna be on here until I raise money. But if I told you I'd come back, I'm back. So we'll see what happens today. It's raining here in Los Angeles. I was just out in the rain. We just saw it's my brother-in-law's birthday, so we went saw my mom, had presents for him. Went to a place called Pan's for breakfast. I had a catfish breakfast dinner. It was good. I didn't finish. I only ate half of it. Oh, you did it. So yes. So it was just like, okay. It was really good this morning. We had our favorite waitress, Brenda. Shout out to Brenda at Pan's. If you're ever in the LAX area, Pan's is a diner that's been there since the 50s. Has the old school decor. Great. I love their breakfast. The breakfast is the bomb. But it's in a weird spot. So it's in Ladera Heights. It's on the way to the airport, but it's in a triangle in the middle of two streets. So if you're from Los Angeles, there's La Cienega on one side and La Tijera on the other. And it's like in the middle. So you have to find a way to turn it. It's a weird way of turning into it, but it's so good. So shout out to Pan, shout out to Pan, shout out to Pans. Food is delicious. But I only ate half. Couldn't finish it. I found some eggs that were of a price that I could spend. They're $4.99. I hated $4.99. I was like, I will do $4.99. So I did $4.99. Matt, it was important for me to get off the air. I was going to start cussing at some people specifically. And I didn't want to do that. That's why I got off the air. I was going to start cussing. I was like, James, don't do it. I didn't want to be starting something. Did not want to be starting something. So I was like, James, it's time for you to just get off. I don't need this box anymore. I'm like, I don't need this box. I'm not holding on to it. There we go. It's just stuff. Just stuff. All this stuff is just stuff. So I'm trying to learn how to get rid of some stuff. Let's see this. That went to him. That okay. Let's see this. Sit next to me. I know. Yeah, I know you guys like. I missed the trash can. Oh well. So yeah, so that's what that was. That's what that was. And I also decided yesterday to change my office. So I'm in the middle. I have stuff. You guys can't really see. I have stuff everywhere because I'm about to change my half my room. I've decided I'm just changing stuff. I'm changing the configuration. I need a bigger desk, which I have. I have the stuff. I just got. I reconfigure everything. So it's a lot of work. It's gonna take me a couple of days because it's a lot of work. And I'm wiping down everything, and I'm rearranging. It's like Tetris. I have to figure out what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do that. And somebody I'm trying to reach is ignoring me, and I need them to answer me back. I hate that. Like I asked a question, and it's been 2 days. They're not answering me. I hope they're okay. But like they're answering me, and I hate that. That bugs. So I'm actually asking you a question, and you're choosing not to answer me. Thanks for the likes. There's 6 likes out of 11 people watching. Hello, 11 people. Happy Saturday. Whatever it is you're doing. Whatever you're doing. Oh, Jason, I just said thank you to you earlier. Thank you for the $20. I got it. You now, Jason, so now you have 3 free Zooms. And that's the thing. So I wrote it down, so I have it on there. So when I start doing the Zooms again, you have 3 free ones, Jason, because that's what I promised here. I'm doing it again today. For every $20 you donate, you get 3 free Zooms. You can hold on to it; they don't expire. You can hold on to it as long as you want. And for every $50 or more you donate, you have the option. It's up to you. You can be a co-producer on one of my songs. That'll help pay for a song. It's not required. You can just donate if you want to. that's fine. But any donation, Donnell, please answer Jenny's. Like, I have Donnell's information. I actually reached out to him the other day. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. I had to out to him yesterday. I actually really did. Um, but also, yes, or any amount you donate always helps. So it doesn't matter what donate you donate. But for every $20 you donate, you get a free Zoom, 3 free Zooms. Every 50, you get the thing. So in its essence, if you donate $50 or more, you get 6 free Zooms because it's every $20 or so, and yeah, like that. So anyway, something said. But I'm glad Jesse came on. So I can tell you. I was going to tell you in the email anyway, so now I can tell you right here. Now you know that information. But yeah, you got 3 free Zooms because you did that. Nice that. No, with Dominic Casandel, I saw each other at the Emmys. He was like, "Oh my god!" And so he gave me his information. And I reached out. I haven't heard from him yet. So, but I just reached out, so I guess I should give him a bit. Well, I'm thirsty. I was like, "This is good." That's the deal. All these tabs open. What's going on? Oh, okay. I got like 10 tabs open right now. I was like looking at them going, what's that tab? But I have a couple of good interviews coming up next week that I'm very excited about. Um, Diversity of talent, which I'm very excited about. And hopefully they'll all go correctly. It's like next week's my first week, like back to the world. I'm trying to book stuff up. Yeah, I have some good interviews next week. I have some really good interviews next week. Then daylight savings time. I have a recording tomorrow. Shit. You have I'm just reminding myself. I don't have the script. I don't even have the script. I gotta look at I gotta see this thing. Like, what is the script for this? So I'm checking. I have a thing tomorrow, and I don't have the script recording. I'm like, I don't have the script. I just realized that. I'm like, how am I supposed to study for anything? I don't have the script. Like that's something else. Like, how can I act in no script? So you guys tell me what's going on in your lives today. Because I said I gotta look for the script. But now the wind's kicking up. That's getting really windy. How funny is that? Okay, there's Messenger. See all Messenger. My computer's acting slower today. I don't know why it's going slow today. A notification. They sent me a notification. This is me. This was me. So, okay. Okay, so now I can, okay. Let's answer that. That. Okay. You know me, I'm still working. I'm working at the same time I'm working. Look at menu options. I know time has gone by for you guys. It has gone by. It's really gone by for you guys. The head count, yeah, because I mean, your event's in like 3 weeks. I mean, it's coming up. It'll be April. I was like, your event's gonna be this gonna be April. What the f? It's going by so fast. Like, wow, it's really going by fast. It's all going by fast. I'm saying this. We're already March 2nd. It'll be March 5th before you know it. My granddaughter's birthday's next Friday, and then that'll be the 8th, and then it'll be the 10th for daylight savings time, and then it's it. Next you know, March is over. Hi, 60 people watching. Hi, so I'm back. I was doing some emails. Okay, see, I got somebody messaging me right now. Okay, 13. I'll do the emoji, react. Got it. 15. Okay, so he's answering you back right now. Right, Mel? It's serious. I mean, it's not even a joke, right? I mean, like, the first 2 months are gone. January and February are gone. That's it. We are now in March. And literally next week, we'll be heading into mid-March. Like it's like Easter is early this year. It's March 31st. You guys didn't know. So Easter's coming in March. Then it'll be April. My birthday's in May, and then right in summer, it'll be June. That's not even joke. It'll be here for, I mean, literally before you know it. The fact that on Monday, Jason returns, Steve Burton. I remember the announcement months ago, and now it's happening. That's it. Just it's crazy. So we got some major wind happening outside. That's kind of crazy. Um, it's happening. And the days are flying. I'm like, I had jury duty this week, and I remember dreading it. It's over already. That was 5 days. Just like that, 5 days, just like that. Oh, Aaron's messaging me. 1 second. Okay. Go chat. Say Google Chat in the Notes tab. Notes. Files. Oh, okay. Let me ask him. I see two files. 15. I'm picking. This person is made it confusing. Like that. I have to order the decorations. So I got to order decorations to get them here, and then I'll decorate the tree. Yeah, message. So I got this person has two files of the same thing. I'm like, which one do I pick? There are no dumb questions, just dumb people. I make sure I figure I ask. I don't care. I ask 10 questions to get somewhere. I have no problem with that. I'm like, I have no problem with that. But you called in the BB Live. I didn't watch it yesterday. Watch it. So was it good? Was BB Live good yesterday? I know it returned. Was it good? They come to one something. Okay, go there now. Yeah, he's back. So I'm downloading something for a show. Okay, I'm going to download that for a show. Okay, done. Okay, I got. Okay, so I got them. So I can get off of this now. So I was doing a little bit of work. I enjoyed how quick it was, how quick it is. Oh, okay. Like, well, you enjoyed how quick it is. How long was the show? I can't remember. His shows are what, an hour and a half? I can't remember. I can't remember how long the Bold Lives were. Well, the Wendy Williams, I haven't finished it. I only watched episode one and half episode two. I'm like, it's incredibly sad to watch. Um, very much so. I was never a Wendy Williams fan or hater. I was just, she's Wendy Williams. Maybe laugh sometimes. Other times I rolled my eyes. Like I have nothing against her or whatever. But this just it looks sad. It's a mess. It was only 30 minutes. Wow. That is quick. I saw he got. Did you watch him on Instagram? He always goes on after Instagram. See, I don't know if Wendy's gonna be able to get another job. I think Wendy actually has. She says she has a form of dementia. I think her working days are over. I think. I think that's done. Um, I think. I'm not sure, but from what I'm reading, it seems like that her working days are over. I just hope she can get her money and her family or whatever. It's a mess. It's all a mess. It's all a mess. So I just yeah, it's not funny, but yeah. So it's only 30 minutes. So wow, okay, only 30 minutes. Like I didn't know he just only did that. Okay, so well, he's lucky. He's one of the producers, so he can get all the guests. So I know Alan Locker had yesterday Jennifer Garris and John McCook, and on his show, the TV special when he was so exploited, shame on her manager. Jake feels that way. I've been seeing all sides of it. I mean, I've been seeing people say, there's family said she wanted this out there to control a narrative of some sort. Others say it's all money based. I don't even know. I think so too. I mean, her working days are over. Her working days are over. She will never. I mean, if she's able to get something going, it won't be. It won't be. You know. Yes, it's interesting. Everybody's getting B and B people, and I'm getting nobody. So it's very interesting how everyone has guests on their shows from Bone Beautiful, and you know, I had Joshua a few weeks ago, and that was it. I've been everybody asked for so far. I've been turned down, so I don't know what's going on there. Hi, Nathan. But yes, yeah, her working days. Yeah, I think they're over at this point. It was just sad. I mean, she's not old or anything. It's like just it's there's some. I think she has what Bruce Willis has, something similar to his, the frontal lobe dysplasia and all that stuff. That's just it's crazy. But for me, I couldn't sit and watch all 4 hours in one sitting. That was just not going to happen. I was like, I was caught here, some here. I watched 1 hour one. I watched the 2 hour first one once, and then I went back in a few days later, watched the second half of the second one. And said, okay, I'm just gonna put it down, and we'll see. So, but Wendy Williams is everybody's mouse right now. I mean, it's like it's interesting because I don't believe I don't believe in karma. Like when it comes to like this, like, well, she deserves this and blah blah. I'm like, I don't wish. I mean, I don't care about like I don't wish health issues on you. That's not cool at all. And health issues are just health issues, and not because you're a bad person or a good person. Just you get a lot of good people get health issues. I mean, that doesn't do anything. So I've been hearing all this stuff like this is what she gets, and she's a gossip, and they're dead. But see, we can't blame Wendy Williams for stuff like this. If the audience didn't want to hear it, do you want to hear it? There's an audience out there that loves gossip. They love hearing the gossip, the tea, spill the tea. They love all that stuff. Big business right now. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there. They always have before it was the National Enquirer and all those magazines. Hi, cat lady. Oh, it was always that stuff. It was all that stuff. I mean, it's like you can't blame Wendy Williams for it. I mean, it's like she capitalized on it. Hi, Tony JC. Matt Litchfield. So we got an invite from Alan for any of you. Oh, you didn't know anywhere. You did. Oh, funny. Well, I've been on Alan's show. Alan and I have done each other's show. I mean, Alan and I are friends. I want to make that very clear. We are friends, and we have done each other's shows. So he's done mine. I've done his. So I mean, he helped when I had Forever a Day. He invited us on. He did showcase it. We've done shows together twice where he was on mine. I was we it was fine. Um, it's so I mean, I'll make it very clear. We are friends. I've helped out with some stuff, and he did. Publicly has said such. Um, so again, whatever feelings I have are not towards Alan. It's just towards the machine that, in some cases, has deemed Alan more important than I am. So I don't understand what that means. I do, but I'm not going to say it out loud. You're not going to watch every time of these things. That's fine. Yeah. My thing was I DVR'd it all, and I'm going to decide if I want to watch or not. And I said I've been watching in bits. But I understand there's certain shows I don't watch, certain documentaries I don't watch. I like documentaries. That's one of my weaknesses. I like them. So a lot of times I will watch them. I know who she is. Um, I'm always curious because remember, um, documentaries have sometimes their own slants. So Mel, actually, I actually watched his special with Ellen Holly, and again behind the scenes, I helped educate him on Ellen Holly. I helped educate him on that, and it was good. I because I was going through family stuff and everything. I didn't. You notice I didn't do any Black History stuff this month. I normally do, but I didn't because I do Black History stuff all year long. I don't do just a special month, so I always showcase race and stuff all the time. So I have some stuff I have planned coming up in next few months. So I'm saying I didn't do anything. So, but Alan did that special, and it was very good. They give all those actors a chance to talk and speak and remind audiences how it once was, which I loved. So it was really good. I agree with you, Alan. Mel, I agree with you. It was really good. Yes, the Wendy Williams stuff is crazy. We just got off of work. Very good. So it's kind of crazy. So, but yes, it's yeah, me and Alan talked about that, about the whole Ellen Holly, because that's Ellen Holly is the interview that got away. I mean, she died before I could even get to her. She's somebody I've always wanted to sit down with and talk to. Um, she's a trailblazer, groundbreaker of the soap opera world, and a lot of folks don't know who she was. So I did a special on her earlier this year, late last year, for my Wanted to Live after show. So I was like, I can't do a Wanted to Live after show and not mention the Carla Gray story and Ellen Holly. But Ellen Holly, Ed Freeman Jr., Al Freeman Jr. I'm glad to see James Reynolds getting his flowers. Fine. There's certain people that have been around where they were the only black or a few black that was on our TV screens during daytime. And I'm glad to see, thank you, Cat Lady, for your donation. Thank you. Please got it. Thank you. Thank you, Cat Lady. Our first donation for today. Thank you very much. I'm glad I had your emotions. That's good. I'm glad emotions were stirred up. Um, you watched it. So Tony watched all the Wendy. Now we're going to Wendy Williams. I watched all of Wendy Williams first. It had me tough at times. It shows you need people around that really care about you, and not just care about you and not just your money. Yes, that's yes. There's it's a lot going on. There is then I remember Oprah said something years ago, you have to make sure you sign your own checks. I get what she's saying. Like you have to have your hands in everything. And yet and it depends on you who you have around you. Because some folks can seem super sweet, super nice. They care about you. They feed into something that they just really but they really don't. There are some folks who are really good at not just completely not whatever. So it's really crazy. Um, and it's insane. And and also when he has other issues. So so when you find people who seemingly care about you and like are right there, um, or you have a lot of yes men. Wolf and shoes. I'll answer you in a second, Mick. I see you. I'm gonna answer you in a second. As I get this thought out before I forget. You get older, you forget shit. Um, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, exactly. That's what it is. I've had people. Anybody in this chat, or if you had people who seemingly were just great to you, and then sooner or later they turn on you at some point. You're like, where did that come from? Um, and when you have money involved, ugh, it's even worse. That's even worse. Even worse. So it's crazy, and it's very crazy. So make so so some okay. So some of the cash I need for I'm actually working on my next album. I want to put out for my birthday, and it costs money, obviously. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm seeing a question. Gina, I'll get to you in a second. That's a weird question, but I'll be there and I'll answer that question. Let me get back to Mick. So that's a weird question. Um, it's throwing me off. Um, yes. Oh yeah. No, I have some out. So I need to pay. So my producer and I have it's $50 per song. So I'm trying to produce these songs, get them out, and then we share the royalties when I put the album. I'm working on my 11th album for turning 65. Means me 65, 55, not 65. So that's part of that. Also, I have a couple of forms I have to fill out that actually cost money for my business. So one's $40. I'm looking at right now. One is $40. I call things. So I just have a couple. I paid on my major stuff. So these are my little bills that I need to take care of. That I couldn't work last week because I had jury duty. So I couldn't book any work last week because it was every single day I had to deal with jury duty. So I lost out on a week of work. So that's what I need for it, Mick. Hope that answers your question. Um, Bill Cosby, yeah, Bill Cosby told Oprah that. Yes, always sign your checks. Now, Jeannie says something here. James, are you against relaxers? Singer said he won't take pictures with us relaxed hair girls. I not against relaxers. I've used relaxers myself for my hair. I mean, I don't. What singer said that? I don't think that's so weird. I don't. No, I hair is hair. My hair has been straight. My hair has been curly. My hair has been blonde. My hair's. I mean, I'm not a. I don't. No, I don't. Not against relaxers. But I guess I like. I'll take pictures with anybody. I don't. I don't know. I never did that. I remember Doris Stukes Richardman, who died lonely. Oh yes, good movie. That was a good movie too. Hi David, how are you? Yeah, well, yes, but you go to any place, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon. My music's on there. Every time you download or stream it, I get a piece of sense. But Spotify isn't the greatest anymore. They don't pay their artists a lot of stuff. Actually, I got a couple of grants, Mel, recently for something else. Not for artists, but I got something. I got a grant for a couple of podcasts. So it's funny you say that. We actually did get some from Indiana, of all places. So we did apply for those, and we're waiting for that to happen. You know, when you do that, it takes forever to get the money, but we did apply, and we got a couple of grants for a couple of our podcasts. So we're very happy about that. And we're working on a sponsorship for our podcast, also doing that. So yeah. So Jeannie, tell me who the singer is. I guess I don't know. That's weird. I don't have anything against. I don't have anything against people with straight hair. I mean, it's like, pressure held. I guess I don't know. That's just so funny. That's just so crazy. So again, tomorrow there's no Wine on Me Spotlight, just Bold and Beautiful and GH. So I'm sorry, Y&R folks. We'll be back the following week, but tomorrow is just. And today is Tammy Govea's birthday. So if you haven't seen her online, wish her happy birthday. Made some posts, but it's her birthday today. So happy birthday to her. I didn't realize she was a Pisces. I'm like, I know all these years. I'm like, oh yeah, a Pisces. And I did not realize that. So didn't realize that. Let's say it's her birthday. So I already talked to her earlier, and I said I made some posts with her in it. So we're talking about we already talked about Wendy Williams. I didn't expect that this morning. Who else? Hair relaxer. And what's the other thing? And Alan Locker. So yeah, so Alan Locker, I should say it because we didn't say it out loud, Matt. Not Matt, Mel. Alan Locker, the locker room, did he had some really great Black soap time actors on to talk about it was about Ellen Holly, who just passed away recently, but also kind of state of Blacks and soaps. James Reynolds was one, Joelle Allen was one. Lauren B. Martin, I love her to pieces, sent in a really great, hi Danny Bear 87, sent in a great video and all kind of stuff. So now Jeannie is saying, so you are going off from that one to something else now. They are clearly taking advantage of their mental state Wendy's, I mean, a local. So you're saying, somebody in your plan, Mozambique says you're denying your Africanism. And here's the thing. We got Black folks in this chat room. So you guys can tell me how you feel about this, I guess, because we got Leopardess, we got Mel, we got Crystal, we got Danny Bear, we got Chandra's in here, whatever. Here's the deal. For me personally, Black folks should have any kind. I don't think it's not Africanism. You can have any kind of hair you want. I mean, it's hair. To me, hair is hair. It's what we attach to it or the reasoning behind hair. That's when it becomes something different. If you think natural hair is ugly or not beautiful, whatever, then there's a problem. To me, there's a problem. That's where I feel like self-hatred comes in. But if you want to be able to change your hair, because weaves, all stuff, and that's just, you can do whatever you want. I mean, to me, it's like, you can do whatever you want. You're still Black. I mean, I can change my hair and say it. I still look Black. But I think if you're trying to be something else and you feel like if I straighten my hair, they'll love me more and I'll be more, white representing or something. It's like, then there's a problem. Then there's a problem for that. But it was just a woman that's changed. I always say Black people change their hair all the time. Black men do too. I mean, we always change. We process our hair. I mean, I just feel like there's nothing. I feel like we should be allowed to have whatever hair we want, but I don't think it's deny. I'm not Black. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you should. I mean, if you want to, like women shaving their heads, Like some people have beautiful bald heads. I mean, or close crop hair. But I think I don't know. I don't. Other black folks in the chat. I don't know how you feel about it. I just don't have a feeling. I don't have a problem with it. I think if you're doing it to deny blackness, or you're doing it because you think curly hair is ugly, or just like then that there's a problem. If you're trying to make a certain standard, but no, if it's just about hairstyle, and you're just like, I do my hair, the other way. I'm like, that's it. So I did. So it's just kind of. I don't think it's a problem. So I'll let you guys. You guys can talk about that for a second if you want to. Okay, good. Here we go. I could have wavy blonde hair. The world would always remind me that I'm black. We can wear hair. Exactly. That's why I feel like and if you're trying to pretend that if you're trying to act white, so to speak, you're trying to deny your blackness by getting blonde hair, you think it's going to help you, get to a story. Self-expression, exactly. As women in general, we get bored with our hairstyles. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I get the whole thing, the straightening it. I get back in the day, the whole live relaxers and straightening the hair was because being natural was, well, being natural and having a fro, that was, I remember when I was a kid, having a fro it was like a political thing, it was expression. Um, and I get it still to this day sometimes. Well, James, your hair's curly, it's gross. Or James, your hair, when you have my hair in a fro, it's not, why do you do that? I'm like, because I can, it's a hairstyle. And like I said, especially women change their hair all the time. That's what I say. But it's one of those things, you guys. So I had an aunt and uncle who were black, who kept telling me that I'm not black, kept saying, you can't say you're black. They still said colored. They're from the Midwest and they're black. They were not pretending to be anybody else. And a lot of their friends of that age group were like, no, we are colored. And I'm like, no, I'm black. And they had a big reaction to that. So there's also that too. Full disclosure, actually, because I hate Coleman hurts me easy match. Well, there is tender-headedness and that kind of stuff too. But also, your reasoning, Jeannie, sounds fine. So I mean, no, I mean this shit takes work. I mean, it takes work. It is. I have very thick hair. It takes work. It's a lot. My arm gets tired. I mean, like it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work. And we were, and that's the whole thing, Crystal. Right? I remember my aunts and them in the '70s couldn't wear fro, not even a short one. They couldn't. They had their hair a certain way, and it could be curly and stuff, but it had to be longer. There was a whole point in the workplace they couldn't do that. So I get the stuff that my hair is naturally curly. I wear it that way when I straighten it and get cooler months. Well, it's like people get braids. People do locks. They lock their hair up and stuff. They do that. They do it's like it's just hairstyles. Like to me, it's like I've chosen today to have my hair curly today. Now some days I have it straight in a ponytail. I had to pull over for this one. So I had to like the pull over this one. Just like my grandma said, if you like it, I love it. That's what Tony always says. Tony Moore always says, how up to you how he prays. So do you? That's what I say too. I mean, I don't like folks who have self-hatred about their hair or their blackness. I wish no one to have self-hatred. It's like there's other things to hate though. But no, I'm joking, of course. But you should never have anybody have self-hatred. I think it's anybody who doesn't like their hair or doesn't like their looks. I feel bad for you for that. Because you are who you are, right? But hair is such a major topic, especially for black folks within the black community and the white community and the area. It's so all this. I mean, it's just so much. Our hair is such a focus, and it still is. Yes, no, yes, you love it. Forget what I was saying. That's what I say. I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm sure everybody in here. I mean, Mel, do you have long hair or do you have short hair? Do you keep it long, short? I don't know how you keep your hair. But for men too, we're allowed to have long hair. We're allowed to have fros. We're allowed to have short hair, buzz cut, whatever. Um, yes, well, relaxers, texturizers, Jerry curls. I know. There was a whole thing that was forced upon us that was like, yeah, no braids to work. No, I remember that too, actually. I mean, I'm old enough to remember that myself. No braids or locks are dirty. That was the whole thing. They're so dirty. You must be a weed smoker. It's like, no, that's not what that is. It's a look. Yes, there's in some places there is religious stuff in it or whatever, but it's not. Hi, Andrea. They still do. Oh, Sean is right. A lot of stuff has not changed. Not really. It's well, there's some things when in California we had to pass an act, the Crown Act, that you can't be like fucking discriminating against. But it's like in wigs. My grandmother wore wig. I didn't know my grandmother. I didn't know she was wearing wigs or didn't know she had hair. So when she took her hair out, she had all this hair, and she was like, "No, I'm not wearing wigs because I don't have any hair. Because I'm wearing wigs because it's easier." Because she was going to work every day, and this was back when you wore pantyhose and you wore heels, and she put on a wig. She'd be coming out that wig and everything, this stuff, smoking a cigarette, drinking her coffee. I mean, that's nothing wrong with wigs either. Nothing wrong with wigs. So I think that's also a thing, So it's raining here in LA too. We have wind also here in LA. We have wind and rain here too. Also, it's very windy and rainy. Andrea, did you get rest? Get any rest? Get any sleep? EastEnders is getting even better. It's like, oh my God. Now Jack knows about Denise. My God, it's crazy. Yeah, no, it's. I just think that I just feel like black hair is just too much of a subject. It's just too much. Like I said, Crystal, back in the day, if you remember, it was all lie relaxer. Then it became later no lie relaxer. Well, before it was lie relaxer. That shit was like it was crazy. You still wear pantyhose and dress guys? Go on, girl. Go on, Sandra. Bringing the old school there. Okay. Well, everything caused cancer at this point. When we had long braids, whites though, it was really the hair length. They would ask me my hair. I say yes because I bought it. But that's always a joke too, right? I like the joke. But I mean, a lot of black folks actually have hair, and they click some hair in for more. White folks have been doing it for years. Extensions and falls and all that. That wasn't just black people. White folks did it for years for fullness and stuff. Would add, especially in the 50s, they click in some hair in a second. The whole weave, white folks doing weaves too for years. Well, it's not just a black thing. That's just so funny. It became very popular within black culture. But that's what I mean. I had to be deprogrammed about that too myself. I had to like be okay, James. You could have hair and also click in hair or add a wig or whatever. Like it's just, and now I have long hair. I get it. I did. Thank you. I had a lovely line this morning to that. But I guess I'm going to say something about it. Very good, Brown. I'm glad you relaxed. That's good. I'm glad you got a chance to relax. And it's back to you in your house. We're here in LA, right here in LA. It's a ton of wig places over here and weave places. I live in South Central Los Angeles. Half of Crenshaw Avenue is all wig and weave places. Okay. So I mean, they're busy. They're all busy. People click in hair, take hair out, whatever. Hair is an accessory in many ways nowadays. Yes, and the versatility of our hair. Yes, natural hair is work. You know it is, girl. I have thick, beautiful hair. I mean, I shave the sides, but it's thick. This shit is not easy. This shit is not easy. Trust me. And so I don't wash and condition my hair at the same time because literally my arms get tired. I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, I'm trying to get every inch of because my hair is actually longer than this. It's actually longer than this. It just draws up. But I was like trying to get it all in there. It's like a lot of work. And so usually I'll wash my hair one day, put some leave in afterwards, and then I'll condition my hair another day. And all that stuff. It's a lot of work. The beauty has a beautiful hair with red extensions. Oh, I like that. Yes, I like that. Men used to use toupees. Well, I'm seeing the whole thing of, I don't know what you call it, where they're getting the transplant. They're actually getting the hair, they're getting almost like a hair tattoo, not transplant, like hair tattoo. Like, Some guys go, I'll have an eternally shaved head, and they get the tattoo. I remember Bo Derek did. I was a kid. I remember when 10 came out, and that was a big deal. That was a big deal, Leopardess. I remember that. I completely remember that. I do. But the problem with men, because for men, losing your hair is a major thing, and not everybody. See, luckily I can have a shaved head. I'm good. Not everybody has good shaped heads. Yeah, we can admit that, folks. Not everybody has a good shaped head. So you have to be careful when your hair. So I feel for men whose hair go out and they're like, it was like my buddy Flobo, as you guys know, he said he went bald, started going bald at 21. So he had no choice. But he has a nice shaped head. So it actually works out for him. But I know I have another friend who hair was falling out. He didn't look good with a shaved head. Just didn't. And he knew it. He was like, I don't look good. I don't. So he went to go look for something. So it's kind of like it's for men, it's a I know a very touchy subject. As you can see, I'm not going to lose my hair anytime soon. So I and both sides of my family are full of hair. I think I have one uncle, I think it's one, who is balding, but he still has some hair on. I think he's in his 80s. Thank you, Andrea. So everybody thank Andrea for our next donation. Thank you, Andrea Brown. I just got it. Thank you for your donation. So thank you to Cat Lady and thank you to Miss Brown, age 21 so far. Thank you for your donations today. Perfect. This will totally help. Actually, between the two of you guys, I can actually fill out I can do this ID thing I gotta do. It's like $39. So it may expire soon. I got it, Brown, so thank you. Let's see. And all that. Well, Cat Wetzel, that's a whole other story too. But my thing is, good. There's some folks who do, just for men. There's some folks, I have friends who they don't want to go gray. As you can see, I don't care. Well, Jason, here's what's funny for me. I wanted Jerry curl at one point. I don't know what propelled me. And my barber at the time said, James, don't get it. He was like, James, your hair will break off. It'll ruin your hair. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, don't do it. So I didn't do it because my barber. My mother was very happy that I didn't do it because all that. I had my members only jackets and all messed up. But she was like, don't. But my barber was like, no, James, if you do it, it'll ruin your hair. So I'm kind of glad I did. I don't know if it would have or not, but I'm glad I didn't. So mine was my barber at the time. It was a black barber. I mean, a barber at the time. Mine over time has stood out very much. So we have a nice shaped head, David. So you're good. You're good. You're good. You're a nice shaped head. So I mean, but I'm seeing the hair tat. I call it hair tattoos, but I know there's a name for it. Activator spray. I know it's like King of Curls. We had here in LA. King of Curls, hilarious. S curl and all that. I don't know why I wanted it because like literally it was so messy, you guys. Anybody who's old enough in this chat room knows how messy a Jerry curl was, like cheese and crackers. So yes. Yes, Reynolds wore toupee. He did. He totally did. Wore toupee. And so did somebody else did too. Who was that? Someone else did a toupee, wore a toupee too. That was famous. And I'm blanking out their names. You guys all know. You guys know everything in the chat room. I don't remember. But yes, but they say that hairs from somebody that just depends. Soul Glow. Yeah, what is a man unit? I'm thinking something dirty, of course, but what is a man unit? Well, my mother's been dyeing her hair for years, so she's like the same way. She's like, no, James. I had an aunt who said, as long as she got $20 in her purse, she's long gonna dye her hair. That's fine. For me, I got gray. I don't care. I have gray. You can't really see it. I have silver in my hair. My hair, for being 55 almost, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about the Cat Williams period, just spilling tea on everybody. That's something separate. But I don't. Yeah, I don't. Do you? Do you? Curls room, many couches. Yes, they did, and many jackets. So anybody who was around in the '80s knows. Oh, he had bad eczema. Oh, okay, like we don't do that. Tony, obviously Tony's busy with his mother or something because he's not. Because I know a dirty thing came up, but he did not. Well, David, still that's pretty good though. You have to trim your hair every 2 weeks. That still means the hair you have is growing. So there is something to be said about that. Actually, that means what you have is growing. Well, I know I have hair in other places that's growing, like nose hair, and so like where ear hair. I'm like, that's what they're doing. A man unit is when men have hair glued to their scalp. Looks very real. So a man unit is not you pay. It's similar, but not right. Like I said, I've seen the hair tattoos. That's what I've seen. The hair tattoos. I've seen those. That's very interesting. I know one more guys who are doing that here in LA. They said that because somebody you're like, I got to pull over for this. Well, Jason, where are you driving? You driving to another state, driving around? What are you doing? Um, so yes. Well, I guess Mel's gone too. I was asking what his hair would look like. You know, we all had our hairstyle. I've had every hairstyle just about known a man. So I'm one of those people I went with what I felt. Times of my life I wanted long hair. Other times I wanted short head, shaved head, flat top, high top, locks, braids, curly hair, long hair, feathered hair. I mean, I've had everything. It's hair. I take care of my hair and it's hair. I make sure it's good. Yeah, we've talked about Wendy Williams. We talked about hair, blacks and soaps. This is very interesting conversation, you guys. This is very interesting. I love it. Back to Norfolk, because we Virginia. Okay, basically, but the same, but man units are worn for extended period of time. Oh, okay, got it. Oh yeah, if you're a Patreon member of mine, you'll see lots of my different hairstyles. It's very true. Over the years, and my most famous, of course, is my shaved head. But I decided today, lately, I was like, I'm going to grow my hair out, leave it for a while, and then at some point, I'll probably shave it off. And I feel like it. My family knows me. They'll know just one day I'm like, I'll be gone. No fanfare, and I'm just like, I'm done. That's what I did last time. Last time, when my hair was down my shoulders, I remember my mother went to Big Lots. I was walking behind her. I stopped into a hair place and cut my hair off. And then I walked to the Big Lots and I was like, you look different. Like, yeah, I look different. I remember Moses was like, what the fuck? So okay, so actually, I have to actually um correct a little bit. So Generations was the first interracial soap opera. There was a black family and a white family, and they were treated equally in story. So actually there's never been a black soap opera on network television, but Generations is the closest because they had a black family and equal black storyline. Um, it was on for a couple seasons on NBC. I think it was before its time. That's what happened. Just before its time, and it didn't last. Perm, I love a good perm, Andrea. I love a good perm. And it didn't last. Just plain and simple. The network was behind it for a few seasons. It didn't continue, and the ratings didn't happen. I think it was just above it before its time. But what it did, and they mentioned this on the special, I agree with them, the Alan Locker special, it made the other subs go, we need up our black quotient a little bit. And then Christophe St. John was taken to Young and the Restless, and the rest is history there. and then I went back. Generations was good. It was good. And it showed that it didn't matter if you're a black, like Michael Jackson. It didn't matter if you're black or white. It was just like it's like you write good story. We know this now. If there wasn't generations, there would have been a haves and have-nots. There would have been an empire. There's all things that would have been if it hadn't been for that. But like I mean, we know how to act and everything, and we can do stuff. But it's the same. It's very similar to it's very similar to we know that it's like some shows come out and they're really good, but it's just like when I to live and all my children went to streaming. It didn't work. It was too soon. It just was too soon. No one was there yet. James Reynolds. Yeah, James Reynolds was the second person to play that character that he played. Left, but then he went back to Days, of course. So he was only gone like a year, and he went back. Only a year. Yeah, it was only on for like 2 seasons, like a year and a half. Yeah. Well, I say yeah, and the rest is history. And then Chris went on to mine are people want to tell other things, and it became history. Oh, so Andrea, you get 3 free Zooms. I to mention that for you. So your Zoom streak continues because you donated $20 or more, you get 3 free Zooms. So I will remind you of that. Don't worry, you have to remember that. So yes, you and Jason Jose have 3 free Zooms in the future. So you don't have to worry about that. There we go. I almost forgot to say that. But I said, okay, now you guys, Black History Month was 2 days ago. And now we're talking about black stuff on the show all day. Like Black History Month passed already. What are we doing here? What are we doing? The problem was Crystal. ABC didn't want the soaps anymore. Brian Franz didn't want anybody. He got rid of everybody. He didn't want anybody. He didn't want nobody. He could. There's no way of saving them because he was just like he didn't want the soaps anymore. General Hospital ended up staying on, but General Hospital was close to cancellation. Also, it was close. Yeah, he always freebies, Andrea. Like, yeah, we're not excited. Yeah, yep. He lost Chris career. I'm gonna get some more water. My thing is empty. I love this thing. Iron flask, whatever. I'll be right back. There you are, I'm back. I don't know commercial. I wish I could play commercials, right, David? That'd be hilarious. Next on JLJ Media, I would love that. So I'll go out to the lobby. I know. I said, why not? So I think I just answered that, Chris. I think the chat was slower. I think I answered that for you, right? I think I answered it. If I didn't, I can say it again. I know. That would kind of fun. I wish I could like run a commercial. I might hope, please, and run a couple of commercials of my own. I had to go to the bathroom. So I had things I had to do. I don't want top chat. I want to see all chat. It always does that. So yeah, so I mean, interesting conversation so far. This is very interesting. 20 folks are watching. I 20 folks. You guys aren't out on Saturday doing anything. You guys are sitting here watching me. Nobody's out on a Saturday. I was out this morning early, got back. But chances are I'll be in the rest of the day. Probably trying to organize my room. And Barbie's like, I don't want to do it. It's one of those rainy, lazy days. It's rainy. I'm tired. I got to finish watching the last Bold episode, Bold and Beautiful. I did watch all of GH. Oh, why do you want subs? I'm not sure, Crystal. To tell you the truth, I'm not. Everybody has a different answer, but I'm not pretty sure. I've never talked to Brian Franz, so I don't know. But I've heard different things. So, well, subs are expensive to produce, especially 12, 13 years ago when they were canceled. It's the same with CBS. They canceled As the World Turns and Guiding Light. They're they're expensive to produce. They have large casts. Um, your day is, well, I guess, yeah, your day is over. Yeah, for you. Um, and just it's easier to, that's why I put on with the Chew and the Revolution or whatever. It's easier to produce um, this kind of television. It's easier to produce, way easier to produce. So that's why General Hospital is still on because, well, Brian Franz is gone, but General Hospital is on because it stays under budget. Frank runs a tight ship. It stays under budget. Now, it's a show good, it's a story, but he stays under budget. He just does. They were. I know Candace. Oh my God, Candace. Yesterday, so yeah, I've got to tell you the story. So yesterday, me and my friend Caesar last night at 6 o'clock went on to TikTok and we're trying to figure out how to go live on TikTok. I tried it once myself, it was crazy. I know what's going on. Same thing with this one. So he went on live first. I went, I went in as his guest, but I'm a TikTok star. I have way more followers than he does. Like way more. And we're trying to figure it all out. Then I went on my TikTok, and then he came on. Well, Candace was in there, and we were trying to add Candace to our chat, but it didn't work. So Candace was in TikTok. I was trying to get her live with my friend Caesar. We couldn't work it out. Couldn't work it out. We just couldn't work it out. I don't know what's going on there. But I think because we're trying to do those battles, but I think he's not enough people. I have over 22,000 followers. He has like 1,200. So it was very different. It was very different. I have nothing on Frank because he's saying I'm saying GH. Well, yes, well he did on some level. Yes, he did do that. He did. I'll keep my mouth shut. But yes, he did. That is a receipt. We like receipts. We like to point out receipts. So yes, that is you absolutely did. He did. So that's very true. Yes. Sip my tea on that one. He did, David. He did. He did. He did. So anybody, so I've been on. So it's 12:32. I've been on for 82 minutes already. Well, I didn't even know that. I feel like I just came on. 20 people watching. I got a bunch of likes. Thank you so much for liking. I'm assuming everybody in here or who's watching is subscribed to my channel, but I have to say it, of course. That's what we do here on YouTube. So please subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I'm sure you are. I mean, I know everybody in chat is, but anybody who's watching, if you feel like it, if you think you see, I do over 50, so I do over 50 types of shows, audio and video. So I don't do just one thing. So I always tell people you should be able to find something on here that you could like. Because Candace loves Guiding Light. That's why Matt's saying that. Remember we mentioned Guiding Light, she pops up all of a sudden out of nowhere. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. But yes, so hit the subscribe button. They keep saying, I don't think it's happening. I think we're at the mercy of YouTube. They're saying that when you hit subscribe, there's a little arrow next to it. Hit that arrow, a drop screen comes down, and you hit all. It's a notification bell, and you should be getting all the times I come on live. I don't think it's working. Some folks say they get it. Some folks say you don't get it. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. So I think it's a lie. I don't think it's true. But still hit it anyway. See what happens. I guess I don't know. I just feel like that. I feel like YouTube is. I call it shadow banning me a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I'm putting out more content, and I'm getting in trouble or something. I don't. I'm being shadow banned on TikTok for sure. My videos aren't getting above 200 or 300. I mean and I used to get like thousands, and so it's crazy. So, F me. But anyway, so yes. So JLJ Media, we're here. Any donations you want to give. Anybody gives $20, you get 3 free Zooms. So if you give $40, you get 6 Zooms. Right. $60, so every time you give $20, you get for today, you get 3 free Zooms. To use anytime you want to, they don't, whatever. And then every $50 you still get free Zooms. But also, if you want, you can be a co-producer on one of my songs, my next album. You get a co-producing credit and you get some royalty out of that. So, but you don't have to. You can just give if you want to, but you still get the free Zooms. So that's what we're doing today. But any amount period is always taken. It all adds up. I got to change the title. We're trying to raise $230 now, so we've gone down. So this is good. So I'm gonna change the title. So we're getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. And we're having very interesting conversations, which I'm like, this is great. I love this. I know some of you guys are just listening. Thanks to the ones who are joining in.
Step into Wix.
It didn't change. It was raining hard all of a sudden. Yeah, changed that one too. Okay. There we go. The ones who are joining. And all chat. Well, our Zooms are very interesting to say the least. David's been to some, Matt's been to some, of course. Sean, some of you guys have been to some. They're very interesting. Yeah. But they're good. And I'm still working on Matt. There won't be that many in March because I have surgery and stuff coming up. but there will be a few. So I'm working on those right now. Well, I'll probably work on them today or tomorrow. I'll throw some dates up. I got to decide which Zooms I'm going to do. They're fun. You have a good time.
The following media you are about.
I'm going to do no live caption. I don't want that. I don't want top. I want all chat. I want to see everybody's chat, not top chat.
The following media.
What is pouring out there? James, I added Casper from Guy Lights Kansas birthday card I made. Oh, that's very nice of you. I bought, so I didn't miss any. Oh, I know you. I know. Says you can't come to all of them. I know, David. I always can come to them. I bought my seed potatoes today. My seeds for veg. Okay, so I have to do your raised. I know. I'm still. I don't know if I could do raised vegetable beds because I have like possum and raccoons and stuff in my yard and stuff. I'm like, I don't. I got to figure that out. I got to figure out a way to be able to grow that stuff in my backyard and then like maybe fence it in. I got to figure that out. I don't go to movies, so I won't be going to see it. If it comes on, I just don't go to movies. So whether black, white, or different, I rarely go to movies. If they comes on streaming, I'll watch it on streaming. That's just me. I'm bad. I'm a bad person. I don't do it. Purple, yummy. I like purple potatoes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying I got figured out. I have no idea. I got figured out. I have no idea. No idea. It's just it's getting it's getting much over here. We have coyote. I'm talking about I'm in the hood. We got coyote, we got possum, we got raccoon. My loquats, the birds eat the smaller version, the ones on the top, tip top. But I'm able to get loquats off my trees. But a lot of my other stuff, they're coming in my backyard. It's like it's crazy. So I was just thinking if I could somehow, because I like the raised bed idea, so it's off the ground and having certain stacked up. I wanted that years ago, and then I'm like, and then I started noticing I have a possum problem. I'm like, it's just in my neighborhood right now. I live near a cemetery that has lots of greenery. Um, so I got a package came. Okay. COVID changed my movie behavior because my schedule, my ability to go to early shows was like, no, COVID changed my. I mean, movies here were getting so expensive. Period. I don't know anybody else wherever you guys live in LA and getting expensive, but there are a couple of places that have like a really cool vibe, um, movie going experience, and it's really weird because I didn't go to movies a lot anyway, but I would go to some, but you still pay like $25. You would go, but also they have like real food. You can have drinks, that kind of stuff. So that was kind of fun to go to a few of those. I went to movies a few times here anyway. I never really went a lot anyway. Pandemic hit, I didn't go. I stopped going. So I've been to two movies since the pandemic started. That's it. I just haven't any others. I have this big screen TV. I have great stereo surround sound. I just watch it at home. I become that person. And I feel like theaters are a major part of my growing up experience. I totally get it, right? I just totally get it. We're gonna do our first poll today. Why not? Who still goes to movie theaters? Okay, there you go. Who still goes to movies? Me. Hell no. Pick one of your choices. Well, that's enchanted forest. I know. That's crazy. Um, See, we have fruits. Like I have nectarines, lemons, that kind of stuff, plums, they all grow fine. And they grow high up. They're really high up, so they grow up. But the other stuff I can't do. You could just staple some chicken wire around the raised beds. That's an idea too. I guess got to figure it out. Better than mountain lions. I don't. Okay, Have you seen a coyote up close, Crystal? It's not fun. It's still scary. And our possums and coyotes, raccoons are huge. They're like the size of me. uh, Andrea, I'm the same way. I love plants in my house. I don't like growing fruit or um I wasn't herbs inside my house. I'm not a fan of that. I like growing stuff outside. See, we don't have no early show $5 in Los Angeles. We don't got that. We got AMC out here. We don't get that. You don't produce outside. Love it. I don't produce. So I don't produce. So I got that done. Posting that up. Got that done. Got that. Got to work on that. Got that still there. That's still there. I know. Is that funny, David? You guys, it's like just I just don't go. I used to. I used to was. Well, wait, well, I like these nice movies are like 3 hours long and shit. I don't have time to sit in front of 3 hours in a movie. All right, and then my movie have everything's just changed. I can watch it here. I can finish it, stop it, start it, whatever. I might just like it's just. But I have these we have these big TVs now. I want to get a bigger. I want to get the next size up. This is 55. I want to get the next size up because actually my room can handle it. Actually, I'll be covering my Annie Lee. There's something on the wall there. You guys can't really see it. You can see this side of me. So that's Annie Lee. She's beautiful, black African American person. I have Charles Bibbs right here. So you guys can't see anything. These are my African American paintings from the original artist. They're originals. My family, but my TV actually can go taller. It can go a little taller. So I'm thinking maybe a 70-inch or a 65 probably. I might now 55. I never even shown that side of my place. I'm going to change all this up. I'm changing everything. I was like, I'm changing it all. I have plans. Hi, Angel Blue. She has a free Stubbs membership. She goes get a discount Tuesday. Okay. Well, I know. And that's the thing. I know. I know Mario. I've gotten to touch him over the years. Great guy. Comes from legendary father. His son now is following for something. I get it. I mean, I just wish I cared that much enough to want to go out see him. I know. So I see all the folks who go to movies go see it. Oh, brother, go to movies. You go see it. I'm bad. I'll go see. I'll go to movies. Takes me a while to even go to see show. I try to go to shows.
See Hero's tunnel right behind him?
Well, yeah, the thing I like about theaters, I like seeing I like seeing I like seeing the trailers on big screens. That's one thing I like to see is trailers on big screens. Okay, so right now we're 50-50. Okay. At the poll. So 50-50. So it's a little bit of both. Okay. One night I was pulling up to my drive, saw a possum walking by around the street. So the headlights, we started screaming, waddled away. Exactly. Angel, you're correct. That'd be fun too. Oh, you have to go to Chicago. Oh, yes, the shows. Yes, there's a Chicago theater not far from State Street in Chicago. I know it. That's one place you can see stuff. Oh, you too, Leopardus. Yeah, 65 inch. I think we'll get 65 inch. I think it's be good enough because it really can work. Because I watched it from way down here. My room is so big that actually this is kind of small. I used to have a 32-inch in here. I'm like, how do I fucking see shit? But I'll be able to, if I go back there, I can actually watch this from here. And I'm gonna go to Costco like I usually do. Okay, thank you, Brian. I'll look at it later. Thank you. Um, but I think I go to Costco and get because this TV was only $300 or a little less than that. It was on sale, so I like Costco works out for me. I got my membership with Costco actually. It was pouring. I got home just in time. It's pouring here. You're up at 65 inch. Yeah, I think 65 is a sweet spot. It's a sweet spot. I like 65, so I'm thinking that's what I want to get. It's a little bigger, and I'll sell this one to give it away. This one was good. Raining outside. I love it. See, I my favorite part of movies is movie trailers. I love trailers. I go online here on YouTube, watch trailers. It's not the same. It's not the same. They're fun, but it's not the same. Yeah, same here. I go to YouTube, but it's still. I mean, it's. Okay. Oh, that's cute. A deer fence. There you go, Brown. You know Brown. Brown. Andrew, I used to work in our farm and ag, and so I forgot about deer fences and stuff. That's right. This is cute. I'm gonna save it. And actually, my backyard's so big. How big is it now? My backyard's so big, I could actually put this in my backyard. I could. So I just saved it, girl. Just remember. So I'm just reading somebody saying that there are stimulus checks going out to some people in America. I don't know who's getting them. Can you put a garage in your backyard? I could. I have a large lot of land, huge lot of land, front and back. So I could build another house in my backyard. That's why people want to tear down my yard. They want to buy me out, tear this down. They could put two. They've set two sets of townhomes on here. I have a huge lot of land. I do. I could put because my garage, which is unusable, is at the end of the property. So I have all this property just sitting there. My neighbors had the same amount. They added a garage and an apartment on top, and it fits. It fits. I'm looking at it right now. It fits. They still have some backyard and they still have front yard. So they do. What's the biggest size TV today? Good question. I have no idea. I've seen 75-inch, like Leopard is saying. I've seen that. Yeah, we have. My neighbor has right now. You guys can't see it. Yeah, the light's too light. But there's a garage right up there, apartment right on top of the garage. In LA, you can do that now, especially in Inglewood too. Yes, they call mother-in-laws. Oh, I'm Crystal. I'm not. You have nothing to worry about here. I will be the last black man standing. We own two homes and I own some land. I will sell that land first before I sell my two homes. But there's I'm not dumb. There's nowhere for me to go. I mean, there's nowhere, my brother and I mean, there's nowhere I mean, there's nowhere. I don't want to live outside of California, which I did already. I've lived outside of California. I've done it already. I want to die here in Los Angeles. Um, I have no. I'm very clear about that. I'm not. I don't want to live in apartments anymore. And I said I did all that. I live in a house. I love living in a house. I will sell my body if I have to live in this house. But I don't have to, thank God. But if I had to, I would. That's how strongly I feel about it. And my neighborhood is changing very rapidly with other coming in and taking it. Here in Los Angeles, here in California, Lebanese. Um, I'm not going to say where because that's online, but it's here in California. But no, when my mother almost died a year ago this month when she almost died, and my brother, no, we're keeping both houses. But see, luckily, our mortgages are super cheap. He had both our houses. Our property tax is manageable. We literally get somebody to live in one of our houses, and it could pay for both. So we're good. I'm not even worried about that. I'm not even worried. We're gonna hold on. I'm not. I don't. There's nowhere for me to go. I mean, there's nowhere. Everybody's like, but you'll get this. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever money I make, I split in half with my brother. And then where? Then where are you gonna go? There's nowhere to go. I'm staying here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in this house, basically, at this point. There's nowhere else. I've lived in Northern California, don't want to live there. I've lived in Pittsburgh, don't want to live there. I've lived in other places, don't want to live there. LA is the place. LA is the place, you guys. We're not playing that. So no. Nope. You guys have nothing to worry about. Well, it is. That's what I say. You can say, cars depreciate, other people depreciate. Yeah, and that kind of stuff. Houses you can hold on to. Yeah, I know people do. People regret decisions all the time. They do. They totally do. You're like, wow. I gave up. I sold my homes in Pittsburgh. Let me ask. Okay, let me ask you a question. So we go to Angel Blue first. Okay, Angel Blue. Yes, my homes are valued like at $1 million. That sounds great, right? $1 million sounds wonderful, right? But you don't get $1 million because after taxes, Uncle Sam takes his portion. Other things that come in there too, and I got split it in half, whatever. That's like I may get $300,000 out of it or whatever. That's it. I can't buy another house in California. I can't buy another anything in California. I'm able to put it down, but possibly for something, but like it just wouldn't. Like no. And then where in California? Where am I going to live? Like I'm like nah, it's not worth it. But yes, it does go up. I sold. I also had two homes. I had a bunch of homes, so property's always been part of the thing. I had two homes in Pittsburgh for over 20 years, and I sold one house on my 50th birthday in 2019. I sold the other house during the pandemic. I had no plans to go back to Pittsburgh anytime soon, so I was like, I'm done. So I passed. So I don't have any homes in Pittsburgh anymore. I'm just everything's localized. Everything's LA. The other home's my mom's home, so the other home is in LA. The two homes are here. One in Inglewood, one in LA. Property taxes in LA high. I have no idea. I think they are, but where we are and how our situation's set up is not high. To answer your question, I'm not gonna talk too much of my business, but that's yeah. So yeah, so I know. So yeah, probably yeah, it is. It is. And right now we have Chinese, South Indian moving in now. And first was white folks. They're kind of here. Now it's the Chinese and the South Indian. And when I was a kid, many of these areas were Chinese and Japanese originally. So they're coming back. So yes. And and when I'm saying where I live in Inglewood. Then right next to me is they call Lamert Park, Hyde Park, View Park, Baldwin Hills, Windsor Hills, and Lamert Park. So I'm in this midsection of South Los Angeles. And it's all changing. But then if you go even more south, like to Torrance, Hawthorne, the beaches, it's changing over there too. I remember when Kim Kardashian at one point was looking at a place in Manhattan Beach down here. Like the Kardashians coming and the and nobody wanted them here. It was so funny. They're like, "Don't come down here. Don't come down here." They were all because it's quieter down here. It's nicer down. It's quieter. We don't want them here. I was laughing. I never heard that leopard, so I don't never heard that. Land is gold. I said, I'll be the last black man here. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Well, they did, and my one of my godfathers is Japanese. Is Japanese. So him and his family, yeah, they had a lot of issues. So I agree with you. They did another marginalized group. let's see. I actually like mixed neighborhoods, but I don't like when they deliver push people. But that's exactly. We can all live together. We can all totally live together. That's true. It will never be quiet again. That's why Angela. That's why there are people like we don't want them here, and they didn't come down because it's a different Malibu and all that's very different in Santa Monica than Manhattan, Redondo, and Hermosa Beach. It's much quieter down here. Very different. Very different. Very different. I like living this side of town because it is quieter down here. I love it. I would not want to live on that side of town. Bye, Coach. Have a good day, then. In Chicago, your neighborhood went from half and half to black, 8% black. Yep, that happens. I love being close to the beach. I'm near the beach, not the beach all the time. I love it. It's our weather is cool. We have a lot of microclimates in Los Angeles. And our weather is much cooler than the rest of Los Angeles. It's beautiful down here. It's a whole different attitude down here. Very beachy down here. I grew up near beaches. I mean, I grew up a water baby, so I like swimming and beaching. I love all that stuff. Huge fan of all that. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. I'm near the airport, near the beaches. It's just a whole different attitude over here than say the Valley or downtown LA. I like Koreatown, which is not far from me. That's the middle of the city. They have a little community thing. I kind of like it. Plane spotting in LA. You have to come to this kind of. I want to do more plane spotting in other places. Actually, I want to go. I did do San Diego like I wanted to, but I want to go to other places and try to get some plane footage. But LA plane spotting is bomb. It is the bomb. I have two new videos to post up on that. I've been on exactly 2 hours. It just switched over. So I have been on for 2 hours, kids. We've raised $40. Thank you very much so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now looking for 230 now. PayPal, Zelle, CashAPP, or Venmo. Any amount is great. We're still moving right along. So it's good. So we're doing good. And again, subscribe to the channel. I got 19 likes and 19 people watching. I love it. Make sure you're subscribed. Tomorrow we will have the soap shows, Just Bold and Beautiful and General Hospital. Why don't we return the 5 something to do in the morning? They'll return the following week. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, somebody just made mentions. No, I know, I know, I know. But my life, sometimes life gets in the way and stuff. Lunch. That's pretty funny. Celebrity was reading my mind. I was sitting here going, I ate at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. So 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. So it's getting close to 6 hours. It's probably time for me to eat again. So I was just saying, but I would have to order online. I have nothing in the house really, so I have to order online. I haven't gone grocery shopping yet. I don't have the money. but I have to order it online. So if someone donates, I'm gonna buy some lunch for myself. If somebody donates some money, I'll buy myself lunch. I don't know. I'm deciding. I had catfish this morning. It was catfish, cornmeal catfish. Oh, hey, Crystal. I had cornmeal catfish with eggs and potatoes and a biscuit. The biscuit was good too, with strawberry jam. Jam. Exactly. I'll wipe these off. So yes, I was just thinking. I was thinking it's about 6 hours since I've eaten. I probably need to eat something. I don't even know what I want because I my breakfast was really good. It was really good. Last night I had Indian food last night. It was really good. It was really good. I think I want a salad today. I'm thinking maybe a tostada salad. Maybe a pollo loco, maybe a tostada salad, chicken. That's usually pretty good. Oh, you get a couple of churros or whatever, and I'll be good. I might get that. It's healthy. I don't watch Days of Our Lives except for that 1 week, so I don't. So I'm glad you're like. I'm glad you like it. It's getting good. I have no desire to watch it. My brother, how he likes to watch the TV. My hidden brother who doesn't like to be. This is why he's not on this stuff. He's like, he's hidden. He's like, I'm hidden. He watches things totally different than me. Totally different. We have our own rooms, our own TVs. You don't watch soaps or anything, so you don't watch that stuff. And bit of worship. You always like hi from Denver. Like, is Denver still there? Yeah, I don't watch Days, so I couldn't tell you nothing. So we've had a very interesting conversations, you guys. We've had a lot of this is some very interesting conversations. I love it. Yes, keep it fresh for me. Keep it fresh. I was on two. I can be on 2 hours. Like that's. I come on here. People are like, James, how do you do this? Like I talk to you guys, and it just seems like it goes by so fast. But I will admit, when I first started doing this, it did seem slow. But like now, it's just like, okay, 2 hours. We did 2 hours. Good. Okay, that's it. It just goes by so fast. Like wow. That's in therapy, James. So there you go. I guess so, right? So I never know what we're going to talk about on these things. I write down some notes sometimes. But I never know. I'll let you guys dictate it. You tell me what we're going to talk about. Yes, I saw that. Yes, until he said that last week. Yes. Tony comes up with a new one every week. He knows I watch, so he knows I watch. So he's like, he's going to do it every week. Comes up with a new one. That's my chocolate twin. And watch Distant Days tomorrow. They'll be on tomorrow on their channel, Distant Days. We support each other. Actually, he's been messaging me. I'll probably have to go talk to him soon. When I decide what's for Din Din. And it's Crystal Hopkins. So, folks, I may go off now because it is the morning's over. And I've been on for 2 hours. The morning's over. So I'm thinking I might go off. So I may come on later. So keep that in mind. That I may come on later. So I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I've been on for over 2 hours. The morning is not over. It's not JLJ this morning anymore. So I may come on a little later. That's what I might do. So just stay tuned and come on. Everybody, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me today and doing this. We didn't make my goal, but I made 2 people gave me something. So thank you very much. I know Crystal, the other Crystal was here. The other Crystal wasn't here. I know Crystal comes on now and I'm leaving. It's not you, Crystal, at all. I've been on for 2 hours. But I'm going to take care of some stuff. And I might come on a little later. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Come on a little later. But everybody have a happy Tuesday. Happy afternoon, is what I want to say today. Happy afternoon.